Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed, drained, and constantly saying yes to everyone but yourself? What if I told you that everything you've been taught about saying yes is a lie? Yes, it's a bold claim, but stay with me. Imagine the freedom and empowerment that comes from reclaiming your time and energy. Imagine a life where your days are filled with activities that truly matter to you, where you wake up feeling rested and excited about what lies ahead. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a reality you can create by embracing the power of no. We've been conditioned to believe that saying yes to everything is the path to success and likability. But here's the truth, constantly agreeing to others' demands doesn't make you more successful or more liked. It actually dilutes your effectiveness and drains your vitality. Setting boundaries and saying no is not a sign of weakness, it's a testament to your self-worth and self-respect. Think about it, what opportunities might you discover if you started saying no more often? What new paths could you explore if you reclaimed your time and energy? The rewards are immediate and profound: enhanced mental clarity, improved emotional well-being, and a newfound sense of control over your life. By setting limits, you open doors you never knew existed, allowing you to focus on what truly matters and bringing you closer to your dreams faster than you ever thought possible. In this journey, we'll explore the transformative power of no. We'll challenge the conventional wisdom and uncover the truth about what it means to live a life of true peace and fulfillment. Are you ready to break free from the lie of endless yeses and discover the strength in setting limits? Your journey to empowerment and success starts now. Let's dive in. Have you ever felt the weight of societal expectations pressing down on you, urging you to say yes to everything and everyone? It's a narrative deeply ingrained in our culture, the belief that agreeing to every request, no matter the cost to ourselves, is the path to harmony and acceptance. But what if I told you that this is one of the biggest lies we've been fed? Yes, it's a bold statement, but it's one that needs to be made. The idea that saying yes to everyone is the key to peace is not only misleading but also detrimental to our well-being. Think about it. How many times have you agreed to something you didn't want to do, just to keep the peace? How often have you put your own needs and desires aside, believing that accommodating others was the noble choice? This habit of constant acquiescence might seem like it's fostering harmony on the surface, but underneath, it's creating a storm. It's a storm of resentment, frustration, and emotional exhaustion. The truth is, saying yes to everything is not the path to peace, it's a trap. This trap is insidious. It starts innocently enough. A friend asks for a favor, a colleague needs help with a project, a family member expects you to take on extra responsibilities. Each yes chips away at your time, energy, and emotional reserves. And what do you get in return? Not the peace and harmony you were promised, but a sense of depletion and a feeling that you're losing touch with who you are and what you truly want. Let's break it down. When you constantly say yes to others, you're essentially saying no to yourself. You're prioritizing others' needs over your own, and while this might seem selfless, it's actually self-destructive. You're teaching people that your boundaries are flexible, that your time and energy are endlessly available, and that your needs don't matter. This not only diminishes your self-worth, but also sets a dangerous precedent. It encourages others to take advantage of your willingness to please, reinforcing a cycle that's hard to break free from. But here's the controversial truth: the real path to peace isn't found in endless yeses. It's found in the power of no. Saying no is not about being selfish or uncooperative. It's about recognizing your limits, respecting your own needs, and preserving your well-being. It's about understanding that your time and energy are finite resources that deserve to be protected. When you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're actually saying yes to your own peace, happiness, and fulfillment. Now, I know this goes against the grain of what we've been taught. It challenges the status quo and flies in the face of conventional wisdom. But it's time to embrace this radical shift. It's time to understand that true peace and harmony come from setting boundaries, not from surrendering them. Life has taught me this valuable lesson: to prioritize my well-being, to honor my limits, and to say no when I need to. And I want to share this lesson with you. Imagine a life where you feel empowered to say no without guilt or fear of judgment. Picture yourself setting limits that protect your time, energy, and mental health. This is not only possible, it's necessary. By reclaiming your right to say no, you're taking a stand for your own peace and happiness. You're breaking free from the chains of societal expectations and choosing a path that honors your true self. So, the next time you're faced with a request that doesn't align with your needs or values, remember this: saying no is an act of self-respect. It's a statement that your well-being matters, that your time is valuable, and that you deserve to live a life that's true to you. This might be controversial, it might challenge long-held beliefs, but it's a necessary step towards genuine peace and fulfillment. Join me on this journey of setting limits and embracing the power of no. Together, we can redefine what it means to live in harmony, not by enduring discomfort for the sake of others, but by creating a life that honors our own needs and boundaries. Let's break free from the lie of endless yeses and discover the true path to peace. In a world that constantly demands more from us, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that saying no is a sign of weakness. We live in a society that glorifies busyness and overcommitment. We're taught from a young age that being helpful and accommodating is a virtue, and that putting others first is the hallmark of a good person. But let me tell you this, saying no is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's one of the strongest, most empowering things you can do. It's a declaration of self-worth and self-respect, a bold statement that you recognize your own value and are willing to stand up for it. Think about the messages we receive daily. We're bombarded with expectations from every direction: work, family, friends, social media. There's a constant pressure to say yes to everything: extra projects at work, social events, favors for friends, and responsibilities at home. The narrative goes that the more you can juggle, the more capable and valuable you are. But this couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is that constantly saying yes depletes your resources, leaving you exhausted, stressed, and disconnected from your own needs and desires. Saying no is not about being unkind or unhelpful. It's about recognizing that you have limits and that your well-being is just as important as anyone else's. It's about understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup. When you set limits, you're making a powerful statement that your time, energy, and mental health are valuable. You're acknowledging that you have a finite amount of resources and that you need to allocate them wisely. Setting limits is a form of self-care. It's about creating boundaries that protect your well-being and prevent burnout. When you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to yourself. You're prioritizing your own needs and ensuring that you have the energy and capacity to show up fully for the things that truly matter. This isn't selfish, it's essential. By taking care of yourself, you're better equipped to be there for others in a meaningful and sustainable way. Moreover, when you set limits and say no, you're also teaching others how to treat you. You're demonstrating that you value yourself and that you expect others to do the same. This sets a standard for your relationships, encouraging mutual respect and understanding. It helps to establish healthy dynamics where your needs and boundaries are acknowledged and honored. When you consistently say yes out of a fear of disappointing others, you inadvertently teach them that your limits are flexible and that your needs are secondary. This can lead to a pattern of over-reliance and disrespect that's hard to break. Saying no can be uncomfortable, especially if you're used to being a people-pleaser. You might worry about disappointing others or facing criticism. But here's the thing, the discomfort is temporary. The long-term benefits of setting boundaries far outweigh the short-term unease. Each time you say no, you build your confidence and strengthen your resolve. You reinforce the message that your well-being is a priority, and this gradually transforms your relationships and your life. Let me share a personal story to illustrate this point. There was a time when I used to say yes to everything. I thought it was my duty to help everyone, to be the dependable one who never turned anyone down. I believed that this was the only way to be liked and accepted. But over time, I found myself feeling increasingly drained and resentful. I was spreading myself too thin, trying to be everything to everyone, and losing myself in the process. It took a major burnout for me to realize that I needed to change. I began to understand that I was not responsible for everyone's happiness and that my primary duty was to take care of myself. I started setting limits, saying no to things that didn't align with my priorities or that I simply didn't have the energy for. It wasn't easy at first. I faced pushback and guilt, but I persevered. And as I did, something amazing happened. I began to feel more in control of my life. I had more energy for the things that truly mattered to me, and my relationships improved. People began to respect my boundaries and value my time more. This experience taught me a powerful lesson: setting limits is an act of strength, not weakness. It's about asserting your right to live a balanced, fulfilling life. It's about standing up for yourself and ensuring that you have the space to thrive. By saying no, you're not shutting doors, you're opening up new possibilities for growth and happiness. So, the next time you feel pressured to say yes when you really want to say no, remember this: your no is powerful. It's a testament to your self-respect and self-awareness. It's a step towards a life where your needs are valued and your boundaries are honored. Embrace the strength in setting limits and watch how it transforms your life for the better. Contrary to popular belief, saying yes to everything doesn't make you more likable or successful. We've been conditioned to think that the more we agree to take on, the more we will be valued, appreciated, and rewarded. But let me tell you a counterintuitive truth: saying yes to everything often does the opposite. It dilutes your effectiveness, drains your energy, and diminishes your value. It's a hard pill to swallow, but people respect those who set boundaries because it shows confidence, self-awareness, and a clear sense of purpose. When you say no, you're not closing doors, you're actually opening up new opportunities. Opportunities to focus on what truly matters to you, to invest your time and energy in things that align with your values and goals. This is the essence of strategic living. It's about being selective with your commitment so that you can excel in the areas that are most important to you. Think about it: when you spread yourself too thin by saying yes to everything, you end up giving a mediocre performance in multiple areas rather than excelling in a few. This counterintuitive truth is a game changer. By saying no to things that don't serve your highest good, you create space for the things that do. You gain the freedom to pursue your passions, develop your skills, and build meaningful relationships. You also protect your mental and emotional health, which is crucial for long-term success and happiness. Consider this: successful people aren't those who take on every task or agree to every request. They are the ones who understand their priorities and guard their time fiercely. They know that their energy is a finite resource that needs to be managed wisely. By setting limits and saying no when necessary, they ensure that they have the capacity to focus deeply on their most important work. Saying no can be challenging, especially in a culture that equates busyness with productivity and self-worth. You might worry about disappointing others or missing out on opportunities. But here's the truth: every time you say no to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're saying yes to something more important. You're affirming your commitment to living a life that's true to you, rather than one dictated by external pressures. Think of it this way: your time and energy are precious commodities. Each yes is an investment, and like any good investor, you need to be discerning about where you allocate your resources. By saying no to lower priority tasks, you can dedicate your full attention and effort to the things that truly matter. This focused approach leads to better results, greater satisfaction, and ultimately, more success. Imagine a life where you are in control of your commitments, where you only say yes to things that light you up and propel you forward. A life where your schedule is filled with activities that reflect your true passions and aspirations. This is not just a dream, it's a reality that you can create by embracing the power of no. So, the next time you're faced with a request that doesn't align with your goals, remember this counterintuitive truth: saying no is not a rejection, it's a redirection. It's steering your life towards what you truly desire and deserve. It's about honoring your own path and prioritizing your own well-being. By embracing this mindset, you'll find that people will not only respect you more, but you'll also start attracting opportunities that are truly aligned with your vision. You'll experience less stress and more fulfillment. You'll be able to give your best to the projects and relationships that matter most. And in doing so, you'll pave the way for a life of purpose, success, and true happiness. Setting boundaries and saying no might seem daunting at first, especially if you're accustomed to always being available to others. However, the rewards of this practice are immediate and profoundly impactful. One of the first benefits you'll notice is an instant boost in your mental clarity. When you're no longer overwhelmed by an endless list of obligations, your mind can focus more sharply on the tasks at hand. This clarity allows you to prioritize more effectively, making it easier to tackle your most important goals. Emotionally, the act of setting boundaries provides a significant lift as well. When you say no to things that drain your energy, you're essentially saying yes to your own well-being. This affirmation of self-respect can dramatically improve your mood and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. You'll feel a sense of empowerment and control over your life that may have been missing. This empowerment is a critical component of overall happiness and satisfaction. Moreover, by protecting your time and energy, you'll discover that you have more to give to the things that truly matter. When you're not spread too thin, you can invest more fully in the activities and relationships that are most meaningful to you. This focused investment often leads to deeper connections and a greater sense of fulfillment. Your interactions with others become more genuine and impactful because you're fully present and engaged. The professional benefits of setting boundaries are equally compelling. With fewer distractions and a clearer sense of priorities, your productivity is likely to increase. You'll be able to work more efficiently and produce higher quality results. This improved performance can accelerate your progress toward your career goals, bringing you closer to your dreams faster than you ever thought possible. Employers and colleagues will notice your enhanced focus and effectiveness, which can lead to new opportunities and advancements. In addition to these tangible benefits, setting boundaries and saying no also cultivates a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. When you recognize that your time and energy are valuable resources, you start to see opportunities to invest them wisely rather than squandering them. This shift in perspective opens up new possibilities for growth and success. You'll begin to attract situations and people that align with your values and goals, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces your commitment to living authentically. Consider the immediate changes you might see in your daily life. With clear boundaries, your mornings could start with a sense of purpose and calm, rather than a rush of stress as you scramble to meet others' demands. Your evenings might be filled with activities that rejuvenate you, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or simply relaxing. The cumulative effect of these small changes is a profound transformation in your overall quality of life. It's also worth noting that the act of saying no can inspire those around you. When people see you confidently setting limits and prioritizing your well-being, it can encourage them to do the same. You become a role model for healthy boundaries, demonstrating that it's possible to be both caring and assertive. This ripple effect can create a more balanced and respectful environment in your personal and professional circles. In summary, the rewards of setting boundaries and saying no are both immediate and far-reaching. From enhanced mental clarity and emotional well-being to improved productivity and deeper personal connections, the benefits are substantial and transformative. By making this powerful choice, you're not only taking control of your own life, but also paving the way for a future filled with success, fulfillment, and genuine happiness. Have you ever wondered what your life could look like if you started saying no more often? Imagine the possibilities that could unfold if you reclaimed your time and energy. Picture a life where you wake up feeling rested and excited about your day, where your schedule is filled with activities that truly matter to you, and where you have the freedom to pursue your passions without feeling overwhelmed. What opportunities might you discover? What new paths could you explore? The simple act of setting limits can open doors you never knew existed. As we come to the end of this journey, remember this: saying no is not just a refusal, it's an affirmation of your values, your priorities, and your self-worth. It's about reclaiming your life and making choices that are true to who you are, rather than ones dictated by the expectations of others. This act of setting limits is a powerful declaration that you are in control of your destiny. When you say no to things that drain you, you're making space for the things that invigorate you. You're choosing to invest your time and energy in what truly matters. This shift is not merely about avoiding burnout, it's about creating a life that is aligned with your deepest desires and aspirations. It's about waking up each day feeling rested and excited, knowing that your schedule reflects your true priorities. Imagine a life where you are free to pursue your passions without feeling overwhelmed. Picture yourself engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, surrounded by people who respect your boundaries and value your time. This is the life that becomes possible when you embrace the power of no. What opportunities might you discover? What new paths could you explore? By setting limits, you open doors you never knew existed. You allow yourself the freedom to grow, to evolve, and to become the best version of yourself. The simple act of saying no can be a catalyst for profound change, leading to a more balanced, meaningful, and fulfilling life. So, the next time you're faced with a choice, consider what saying no could make possible for you. Reflect on the opportunities it could create and the peace it could bring. Embrace the strength in setting limits and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Your journey to true peace and fulfillment starts now. Are you ready to say no and reclaim your life? It's time to prioritize yourself, to honor your needs, and to live a life that is authentically yours. The power is in your hands, use it wisely and embrace the incredible transformation that awaits you.